Hello, I'm Dr. David Hawkins from Marriage Recovery Center. Remember the time when you were on the playground and the kid came up to you and kicked sand in your face and got in your face and they pushed you around and they acted all kinds of tough, and your response was you got paralyzed, you got frightened, you got threatened because what they're doing works. It works for them. They're really cowards, they're really insecure and frightened people. But these aggressors, little kids being on the playground, are still the same way when they grow up. And we have those kind of people in our lives. And this is about dealing with the aggressor in your life. You've got some of them in your life. I've got some of them in my life. And they still think that they can kick sand in our face, tell us what to do, use these power plays, threaten us, intimidate us. And there's a danger here. I mean, not only obviously the danger of having somebody kick sand in your face, or as an adult, if they tell you the way things are going to be, that's a danger. But the really ultimate danger, as it is with all crazy makers, is that you're going to let yourself get threatened and paralyzed and shrink and withdraw and lose self-esteem. And I don't want that for you. Just like we talked about the egotist before, now we're going to talk about the aggressor. This aggressor, as a kid who kicks sand in our face, they're still doing it today. And I want that to stop for you. So number one, I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 things that I want you to think about. Number one, this is craziness. It is crazy. No, you don't deserve to have anybody in your life treat you disrespectfully. Okay? It's not normal. It's not healthy. It's not natural. And I don't want it for you. So you've got to say to yourself, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Somebody that gets in my face even today and threatens me and tells me what to do and what to think. So number one, it's crazy. Don't do it. Secondly, I want you to understand, just like with the egotist, you have choices. One of the most remarkable things about being an adult is we're not little anymore. We're not powerless. We don't have to get paralyzed and frozen. We can think. We can step back and we can say, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this person treating me this way. There's a cliche that goes, we teach people how to treat us. And so, don't get me wrong here. I'm not telling you to take responsibility for the aggressor. But if you let yourself be intimidated, if you let yourself shrink, if you let yourself get threatened, you've got some changing to do. Okay, so number one, this is craziness. These are crazy makers, and they do this. Number two, you have choices. Number three, there is so much power that we have in setting boundaries. And here's what a boundary sounds like. You know something? If you continue to do this, then I'm going to do that. Now, what do I mean specifically? Let's say that your mate, let's say your husband, your wife, whomever, is aggressive. They violate your boundaries. They violate your sense of self-respect. You look at them and you say, you know what? If you continue to yell at me, I'm not going to talk to you. Or if you yell at me, I'm going to step away from you for a while. I might even move out for a short time. I'm not going to be treated with aggression. And remember, aggression is any violation of your personal, emotional, or spiritual space. Those are yours to protect. Okay, now finally, you have the right to say to them a positive statement. You know what? I am happy and willing to be part of your life if, and only if, you treat me with respect and you treat me with dignity. You don't call me names. You don't make threats. You don't intimidate me. So list and name those things and be strong enough with support to talk to that aggressor and say to them, you know what, I'm willing to have a relationship with you, but only under these conditions. Is that scary to do? You bet it's scary to do. Will that take courage? You better believe it's going to take courage. But can you do it? You can do it. So, again, this is craziness. These are crazy makers. They're frightened. They're insecure. When you set boundaries on aggressors, surprisingly, they shape up. Okay? They get it. They get it that they can't push people around. If they can, they will. Don't let them. Okay? Practice these tools. You're going to be healthier and happier. I'm Dr. David Hawkins from Marriage Recovery Center.